been my experience that a lot of the students that come into my classes are already engaged in a lot of community work, already have a sense of how they want to use their education in the communities that they come from, and have a vision for kind of bringing some of the skills that they've developed in their own lives into the classroom, and then take those back out into the community. I think it's really important to encourage creativity and imagination when it comes to envisioning the world that we want to see in 20, 30 years. So I think students right now are kind of getting a real solid foundation in how to do critical research, what different methodologies they can draw on, and then how to take that information back and kind of synthesize it in a way that's intelligible and can be brought back into the community in ways that are meaningful and that actually meet some of the needs that people in the community are identifying themselves. My research focus at the moment has been engaging in land-based experiential learning. So this is both, I guess, a teaching interest, a pedagogical interest I have in terms of engaging students in ways which they're, out doing things, interacting with each other. So you're really engaging people in an active group dynamic. So again, from my field of study, conflict resolution studies, this is a big aspect of engaging in productive conflict. So this past spring, we went out to Shoal Lake 40, and it was a project that we developed alongside members of Shoal Lake 40. We took a group of students out for about a week and had a land-based field school where they were able to learn from some of the elders at Shoal Lake. And there was also a group of students from Bemose Treaty 3, which is a high school program where students are able to stay in the community to complete their high school studies. So we interacted with that group of students for the week. We did some canoeing. There's the original site of the Cecilia Jeffrey Residential School at Shoal Lake, so we were able to canoe over there. So it was a very meditative process and kind of engaging the space itself, which I think was really impactful for students, both the high school students who were coming from the Treaty 3 area, as well as the U of W students who are connecting with people. And of course, that's where Winnipeg gets its water from. So I think that, that multi-layered process of learning about things, learning about how it's impacted people, and then going out and doing things with those people on that piece of land is something that's really, it was really meaningful for a lot of people. And I think it also built, ongoing relationships and ongoing connections that, don't end at the end of the course. So that's the type of research that I think is really powerful and potentially transformational in individual students' lives. The benefit of having a university environment where students can really delve deeply into a lot of the research that's been done around some of these issues, can be actively producing new knowledge themselves, I think is really empowering, and something that, again, is a strength, I think, of U of W, that they're providing students, intentionally providing students with an awareness of things like indigenization, and as well the importance of kind of having that ongoing dialogue with the community. So I think that just by pursuing, research excellence, really preparing students with the critical thinking skills that they need to engage in new situations is a big one. I think especially we're in a really changing time in the world right now. So I think what students are getting equipped with are a lot of skills that they can use to adapt. It's been a really rewarding community to engage with, in the sense that all the efforts I've put into going out and making connections in the community has really been rewarded, in the sense that those community organizations have taught me a lot about what's already going on, which I can then relate to the students. And like I said, a lot of students are already engaged in their own areas of interest in the community. So I think what I would say in that regard is that U of W, and particularly the conflict resolution students that I've had, the program itself has attracted some really interesting students who are really already very passionate. And it's encouraging to see them coming to U of W with the expectation that they'll be able to continue and strengthen their own practices, their own, build their own communities.